Hello guys, I'm going to try to juggle before I get started here. Ready? Here we go. Oh, I'm going. Oh well, okay. All right. Oh, I lost my pen. Where's my pen? I can't really do, oh there it is. All right, today you're going to be learning solving inequalities by addition and subtraction. So it's basically what you know about equations, except now we're going to take it to inequalities. So what is an inequality? It's an open sentence that contains less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. A less than sign, to read it, makes almost an L. So if you see the sign and it's almost an L, you're going to say the words less than. Greater than is a backwards L, so it doesn't look like an L, so you know it's backwards, and so it's greater than. This little line underneath the less than sign and underneath the greater than sign means equal to. So this is less than or equal to. So that's important because when you're coloring in and doing a graph, you need to know that if it's equal to, you're going to color the circle in of the graph, and if it's not equal to, you're going to leave the graph open. For example, if I said x is less than 6, that means all the answers are less than 6, but not including 6. Here's 6, here's 0. So I'm going to do an open circle which says that does not include 6, but it includes everything before it because x is less than 6. Now if I said x is greater than or equal to -3, now I'm saying it's greater than or equal to -3. So -3 is included, so I'm going to color in the circle. But since it's greater than or equal to it, all the answers are going to be higher than -3, so you would color in that way. Okay, let's look at your examples and how to solve them. First example, x minus 12 is less than or equal to 8. I'm going to divide it into two sides, just like an equation. My goal is always isolate x, goal, G-O-A-L, isolate x, get x alone, or whatever the variable is. So right now, x is being subtracted by 12. So I'm going to do the opposite, and I know this is positive, so the opposite of subtraction is addition. I get x is less than or equal to 20. If I had to graph that, I would go to 20, do a closed circle, and I would go this way. Let's do this one. 22 is greater than m minus 8. My goal, again, is to get m by itself. So what's happening to it? It's being subtracted by 8, so I'm going to do the opposite. I know this sign is positive, and now I'm going to add two positives added together are a positive. Now graphing is always easier when your variable is on the left. So what I always do before I graph is I put my variable on the left and my number on the right, and then I see that my point is going towards my m, so I make my point still going towards my m. And that way, if I do that every time, I can always graph where the point's going. Like the point, if it's less than, it's like graph coloring that way. And if it's greater than, greater than is the other way, sorry. I can't do this backwards, I have to do it over here. Sorry, I'm coming from backwards. If it's greater than, you would color that way. Okay, so m is less than 30. Here's 0, here's 30. I would do an open circle, and I would get to color the way that it's pointing to, because I put my variable on the left side. Okay, let's do the next one. D is being subtracted by 14. Goal to get D alone. Okay, D doesn't have any numbers next to it besides the number 1. All I have to do is my addition or subtraction first. Now if you notice, now I have two different signs. What do you do when you have two different signs? You have to subtract the numbers. 19 minus 14 is 5, and take the sign of the bigger number, negative. When I graph, I go -5. It's going to be a colored in circle, and because D is bigger than or equal to -5, all the answers are bigger than or equal to -5. That would be all the answers on the right. Okay, here's another one. I'm going to do the opposite sign to get rid of 19. So I get m is greater than 37. I'm not going to graph it. I think you know how to graph. Okay, number 5, I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. I get P is less than or equal to 10. All right, this one is when it gets a little harder because now I have a 3 and you guys might start saying, okay, do I divide by 3 first? What do I do? Always, 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 always do addition and subtraction first. Do the addition, kind of like circle it and say, okay, I got to get rid of all that other stuff around it. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides. I'm doing the opposite. I get 3a is less than or equal. The signs are opposite because this is positive. So I'm going to subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. I'm not done yet. 3 is being multiplied by a, or a is being multiplied by 3. So I have to do the opposite, which is division. So a is less than or equal to negative 2/3. How do you graph that? Well, negative 2/3 is a fraction smaller than 1. So there's 0, there's 1, there's 2. Negative, and then, oh, I have to go negative. So there's negative 1 and negative 2. So it's less than or equal to negative 2/3. Well, negative 2/3 is going to be right here, somewhere around there if I divided 0 and 1 into 3. So it's going to be colored in, and I'm going that way. Okay? My last problem over here. Abby has $65 to spend at the mall. She bought a shirt for $18, so she started with $65. She bought a shirt for $18, so we'll subtract that off. So she has $47. And she bought a belt for $14, so we'll subtract that off. She has $33. She wants to buy jeans. How much can she spend? So she can spend at most $33. So it has to be less than or equal to $33. So the money she can spend is going to be less than or equal to $33. Okay? That's what we'll be doing in class tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you.